up, Woody Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Moonland Chapter 71. So, in terms of writing, last chapter was everything I wanted and more for Akira. It was so perfect, but in terms of art, I didn't get it before. I really didn't. And right before I recorded this live reaction, it just totally clicked for what Yamagishi is going for, and I gotta say, it is fucking brilliant. So what Yamagishi is going for with the metaphorical and symbolic art is brilliant. So remember with Sakura, with his gymnastics, it's all about freedom, emotion, passion, and it's perfectly reflected in the symbolic and metaphorical art that we've seen for Sakura's gymnastics, you know, throughout the manga. And remember what Akira has said. He said he's envious of this. He wants to achieve that, but he struggled to do that, and we've seen, like, even his coach say that Akira has struggled with this. And something that was really brilliant about last chapter, and I thought about this before I started recording, is that initial black that we saw when Akira started his routine, was probably like the first bit of emotion that Akira has felt with his gymnastics. And I thought that was so smart, and that's why we didn't see any more of the the art that I wanted to see. And I think it's because, remember, Akira is all about perfection and technical and all that shit. So that's why we didn't see any of that. And especially leading up to what we're gonna see, especially leading up to Mitsu's routine and what Mitsu's been going through. Because remember, Mitsu has been dealing with something very similar, because he's been striving for perfection, and he's forgotten, like, the basics of what his gymnastics was all about. So I gotta say, what Yamagishi is doing here is, in terms of the Degassi brothers, symbolic / metaphorical art, gymnastics wise, has been freaking genius. It's goddamn genius. Anyway, I had to get that out of my system. I'm sorry that, you know, this recap is a little long, but I had to get it out of my system. Anyway, let's get to this chapter and see if Mitsu's going to fly into redemption, or if, once again, Mitsu is going to fall back to Earth. So here we go. Can he live down his mistake in the prelims? Final group event, number 5. This year's Inner High is another exciting one. This boy, if I recall at the prelims 2 days ago, ooh, this flashback art is nice. It's gorge. We'll see how he fares today. And chapter 71, ooh, it's titled Mitsuki Ascends. Yamagishi, I cannot wait to see how you do this art. I really can't. Ready. Now that he's gained a new perspective, go forth, Mitsu. Ooh, Yamagishi, I cannot wait to see this art. You let go of the bar, do a rotation above it as you cross over, then catch it on the other side. That's the Kovacs that Mitsu couldn't do during the prelims. It's D level if tucked and E level if piked. What's hard about it is this part. There's a moment when the bar completely disappears from view. I really love the bottom of page 2 and the top of page 3, these panels. This is really, really nice explanation art. This is good, especially this part right here, where there's a moment when the bar completely disappears from view. I cannot wait to see what Yamagishi does for this when Mitsu does it. This is going to be some gorgeous art, or it better be. Sakura does the E-level Coleman instead, which has a twist in it so that you can always see the bar. Some people have difficulty with the Kovacs. The fate of the team rests on you. Are you still going to attempt such a difficult move again, Mitsu? Here we go. We're counting on you, Mitsu. You can do it, Mitsu. To be honest, I'm still a bit scared. Oh my god. Okay, something I've been talking about lately in my live reactions, and man, especially something that pissed me off during with my Dragon Ball Super and Boruto live reactions, is movement. And yes, I've been talking about that a lot in my Moonland live reactions. And something that I gotta say Yamagishi has really, really improved on, and it's been beautiful to see since I've started covering Moonland, is his movement art. Look how beautiful and smooth this movement art is. My God, Yamagishi, it's so beautiful and light. This panel's great. I'm afraid of the bar not being where it should be, but I'll still keep going. Oh, this movement art is just fabulous. Yamagishi, again, I have to say, just seeing how far you've come since I started covering this manga. And this was like back, I think, at chapter 25, I think I started covering this manga. Seeing how far you've come, like 40 chapters later, or about 40 chapters later, is... Wait. No, it's almost... Wait a minute. It's been almost 50 chapters now. Yeah, it's... Oh my God. Has it really been over 50 chapters now? Oh my God. It's been over 50 chapters since I covered this manga. Holy shit, I just totally realized. It's almost been like 50 chapters since I covered this manga. Man, you've come really far. I gotta say, Yamagishi, in terms of art in general, you've come really far since I started covering this manga 50 chapters ago. But man, this movement is just incredible. What I really lost sight of back then wasn't the bar, it was my position, the ground, the bar, everything that's unchanging. This writing, this art, I'm telling you, this manga is the next Haikyuu. It really freaking is. This is so much better. Oh my God. Compared to where this manga was almost 50 chapters ago when I started covering this manga has gotten so much better. Oh my God, we're definitely getting to Furadate, at least Furadate status. This is so incredible. I'll perceive them with my whole body. Oh my God. I'm gonna get to the next page in a second, but again, I have to say, this art, this movement, this flow, it is just beautiful. This line work, and what's really doing it, for those of you that don't get it, and like, oh gosh, is the line work here is just incredible. It's like you can, like, oh my God, you can really feel that movement. It really looks like he's, Mitsu is just moving. It's so great. You don't even need the whoosh effect. I can just see it. It's incredible. This is where I'm at. Oh my God. Oh my God. I really wish there was something more metaphorical art here. I'm kind of sad there's not. Like a moon, like, oh God, if there was like a moon here, that would have been so freaking cool. Or, nah, I was gonna say cage for a second. Or like breaking out the gears, because remember, a while back, during the, prelims, I think it was Apollo that was talking about how mechanical Mitsu was. I would have loved to see like him breaking out of some gears, but this is okay. I love this light though. This light that we're seeing though is and how bright it is. I'll take that. For symbolic metaphorical art purposes, I will take it. This is gorgeous. Oh, look at that. And also, where we're that close, the extreme close up of Mitsu's eye, and seeing that bar, that is gorgeous. That level of detailing in Mitsu's iris, his eye, this is beautiful art. My God, Yamagishi. And there's he grabs it. Look at that. And I'm going to play devil's advocate here in terms of metaphorical symbolic art, comparing this to from Mitsu to Sakura for a second. Remember what Sakura said, that his gymnastics and Mitsu's gymnastics are different, that they have, you know, he has to find his own way. That's why I'm kind of okay that we're not getting the same kind of art for Sakura, for Mitsu that we do for Sakura, because they're completely different. And it's been that way from the start. Let's be real. This light, though, is just incredible. Oh my God. E-level Kovacs plus 0.5. This art is incredible. He caught it this time. His elbow was slightly bent during the catch. As for the rest, height, bent knee, open legs, span, open legs, span, other aesthetics. This is minus 0.1 for the slight bend in the elbow. Only 0.1? Oh, look at that flip. This is the only reason why I am not going to bitch about metaphorical symbolic art right now. Is one, the light, the utilization of this white to wording solution, the utilization of the brightness, that would be the correct wording, and this line work, and the movement and this flow is just incredible. I think this has got to be some of the best movement art I think we've seen, at least for Mitsu. This is incredible. Oh my God, that was high. A slight bend in the elbow. So that D-level's Kovacs D-score was plus 0.4, and that slight bend in the elbow, you know, minus 0.1. Another deduction of only 0.1. The stability, it's like he's a whole new person. Again, I wish there was just a little bit more symbolic metaphorical art, but that utilization of the brightness, though, I feel like that is metaphorical symbolic art within itself, because as it says right here, the stability, it's like he's a whole new person. That white, that brightness, that symbolizes the new person. So I see what you're doing, Yamagishi, but man, I kind of wish there was just a teeny bit more, just a little bit. Under the current rules, bent elbows when catching the bar after a flight skill are graded very harshly. It's common to see 0.3 points or more lost from a single skill. Gymnasts are naturally afraid of falling, so they wind up coming too close to the bar, but this boy is being surprisingly aggressive considering the circumstances. Oh, look at that positioning. And again, this movement art, especially, is just incredible. Look at the bottom of the look at the bottom half of Mitsu's legs, like from the bottom of the knee down. That is just incredible. God, I wish there. Again, I wish there was just a teeny bit more symbolism, but I'm fine with it. Is what it is. D-level Takachev D-score plus 0.4. High, that was too high. He cut the bar at the perfect spot. He bent his waist slightly at the transition. Slight bend in the waist. E-score minus 0.1. That where Mitsu's catching the bar is just incredible. C-level open leg Takachev plus 0.3. Slight bend in the elbow minus 0.1. Something I am liking here, though, throughout this whole thing, is the on this, how strict the scoring is in gymnastics. And something where we've seen this before is in the movie Stick Up. Or not Stick Up, Warriors Holy Shit. Stick It. There we go. D-level Stalder 3-2 twist mixed group D score plus 0.4. This movement is just incredible. Another hurdle, a Stalder type twisting element. If he loses the handstand, that's a chunk of points gone, but that bend E score minus 0.1. Angle over 38 degree E score minus 0.1. See? I love it. Love this shit. Love how we're seeing how strict is not the right wording for this. How anal this shit is. I can't deduct more than 0.1 points. C level Alder D score plus 0.3. E score no deduction. B level Russian giant D score plus 0.2. E score no deduction. Look how beautiful this is. C level 4 giant 1 twist eagle grip D score plus 0.3. Angle over 30 degrees E score minus 0.1. B level score D score plus 0.2. E score no deduction. Now for the dismount. This is going to be good. It's been a long time since I've seen scores high enough to make me hesitate to give them. Oh, this bottom panel with that close-up for Mitsu. Or extreme close-up. Or extreme close-up profile. This is beautiful. Because it's showing like how fast Mitsu's going. And yes, the other movement art that we've seen is doing a really good job showing how fast Mitsu is going, but this in particular is really doing a nice job. Everyone's here. The other thing I want to say about that bottom panel too is showing how fast Mitsu's going from his perspective, whereas the rest of the art in this routine has shown it from an outside perspective. This is God, Yamagishi, this is great. Everyone's here. Oh my God, Yamagishi. Oh my God. D-level layout moonsalto. D score plus 0.4. Not wide enough. A small hop on landing. E score negative 0.2. But oh my God. Mitsuki Amahara event number 5 horizontal bar. D score 5.40. 2 plus 2 from groups. E score 9.10. 14.50 points. Mitsu's back in action. Yamagishi, this chapter in terms of art has to be it has to be some of your best work. It really does. It really does. I really love this art. I really do. And the other thing that I really love in terms of this chapter is because this chapter really, because I don't think we've really seen this in this manga yet, is how anal gymnastics scoring is. I love it. This was great for that reason. For that reason alone, showing how anal scoring in gymnastics is great within itself. But the movement in this chapter was just incredible. It really was. And the other thing I gotta say in particular about this, just in general, that I really love that Yamagishi is doing, is he's doing like different art styles, to an extent different art styles for each gymnast, because every gymnast has their own style of gymnastics, like their own beliefs, their own way, their own gymnast way, so to speak. And I really love that Yamagishi is reflecting that in the art. It's beautiful. I really love what you're doing here, Yamagishi. I really, really do. This movement art is incredible. My God, I think the other thing that I really like here, and I really, really love it, especially here, is that we saw what everyone else was seeing. We saw the judge's perspective. Again, emphasis on the anal scoring and gymnastics. And then we had that moment where we had that perspective from Mitsu's. We had it from Mitsu's point of view. First of all, it started out from Mitsu's point of view before we went onto the bar. And then at the end, had that point of view from Mitsu before doing the dismount. That I thought was fantastic. That was beautiful, beautiful art, Yamagishi. I really love what you did here. I really do. This is everything and more. This really is. I love, and again, something else that's great is that it's completely different than what we saw in Mitsu's art before. Because remember, in Mitsu's art before, he was building a foundation and trying to reach the moon. Here it was completely different. And I'm very curious what direction from here we're going to go in terms of Mitsu's world, in terms of Mitsu's metaphorical art. Very curious what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive so I can keep bringing you more Moonland content, there's a few ways you can do that. You can donate to my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, GoFundMe, purchase something off my Amazon wishlist, all that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, from me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I'll be seeing you later. Bye!